So you're always manifesting, whether you know it or not. You could be manifesting negative, you could be manifesting positive. So take charge of your reality, understand that, and just try to make sure that you're manifesting positive because it's happening, whether you acknowledging it or not, if that makes sense. Okay? Hey y'all, it's me Lonnie from ilovelonnie.com or Talk Lonnie the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Thank you for being here. Today's episode is going to be about manifesting out of gratitude or with gratitude. So, we mentioned in the last video that where your energy goes, grows. And basically, what you focus on is what magnifies, right? So, and I also use the being thankful method with my manifestations. So, I manifest out of gratitude. Now, you can either focus on, oh, and then let me mention, abundance does not necessarily have to be monetary. It could be anything. Abundance is just having plenty of something. So you can have plenty of trees, plenty of plants. We got plenty of air, animals in the world, plenty of opportunities, plenty of education, just whatever it is that you feel abundant about in your universe. Acknowledge that. That's what abundant could be. And it also can be monetary if you choose to focus on that. But regardless, what you focus on is what magnifies. So you have the option to either focus on lack, you can live out of lack, or you can live out of abundance. Okay? So living out of lack is not having, of course. So if you focus on everything that you don't have, we mentioned that whatever frequency you vibrate on is what divine is going to meet you with. That's what's going to show up in your 3D. That's what you're attracting because that's the frequency that you on. So if you're living out of a bunch of I don't haves, you're going to continue to be met with a whole bunch of I don't haves. You're going to continue to be met with a whole bunch of situations that show you that you ain't got. Okay, so don't focus on that. Focus on abundance. Focus on the things that you do have and are grateful for so that divine can meet you with more situations of things that you are grateful for that makes you happy, that you're happy to have. Okay? And we mentioned the song Only Speak Your Blessings. It's not called Only Speak Your Blessings. It's called Blessings on Blessings. Actually, I wrote it down. It's by Anthony Brown and Group Therapy. So the song is called Blessings on Blessings. It is a gospel song. And let me just say that you don't have to be religious. I'm not religious. You don't have to be religious to listen to gospel music. If you know how to decipher things, then you know how to decipher things or learn how to decipher things, and then it wouldn't matter what you listen to because you know where your mind is at. Okay, and it is a good method of inspiration and motivation, and it also has good frequencies and puts you on a better frequency. We mentioned the frequency is really what matter. That's why you should pay attention on what's in your universe, what you put in your energy, what you watch in the music you listen to, because all of these are energies and frequencies. Pay attention to what frequency it's going to have you on because that's going to matter with what shows up in your 3D. We'll get into that in another video. But I'm just going to say, Only Speak Your Blessings was a piece that came from that song, one of the verses in that song that I just love because it kind of goes aligned with how we should be, operating in the world. Only claim or only speak life over yourself and others, but only speak positive in what you want. Because as we mentioned in the other video, words have power, have meaning. Words are spells, spelling words. Okay, so it's power in the tongue, all of that. It really is. So watch what you say, and also our thoughts are very powerful as well. So watch what you think, and you can go to my last video to figure out some ways to kind of help negative thoughts, and it does work as well. You can. It's okay to want stuff, but just understand that wanting is operating out of lack. Because if you want, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, that means you don't have it, which means that you are lacking, okay? And what that's doing is you're on the frequency of lack, of don't have. And as I already said, that's what the universe is going to meet you with, a whole bunch of don't have a whole bunch of lack. So focus on what you do have. Focus on what's around you that you are happy to have, that you're grateful for. And then divine is going to meet you with more things to be grateful for. Okay, so don't move out of lack, move out of abundance. Now, it's okay to want something because that is normal. So let's use an example of how you could want something without thinking out of lack with it. So let's say you want a car. So instead of saying I want a car, because that means you don't have that car, and we know how that works when you don't have. So just say thank you for my car, and then describe what car it is. Describe how you feel riding around in it. Describe some of the stuff you're going to do as soon as you get it. And just feel like, how would you feel had somebody just dropped that car off to you right now and was like, here's your car. How would you feel? You would feel happy, right? So you should be vibrating on happy. Thank you for this car. Thank you that I'm able to pick everybody up, drop everybody off, and I normally don't want to do that. Thank you that I hate getting gas, but I'll be so happy to pull up and fill this tank up. Thank you that that new car smell and I'm able to put all my little incense everywhere on my lights. Thank you for whatever it is that you would be thankful for if you had that car right now. That's how you should be thinking. Thank you for blah, 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 blah. But not I won't. And then what's going to happen is you are now vibrating on the frequency of gratitude. You thankful for everything that's around you, right? And you thankful for that car. So that's included in that frequency that you want. So, okay, I don't know. That vibration is like she got a car. Well, I guess we got to give her a car then. Because that's the frequency that you vibrate on. Whatever frequency that you on is what you're going to be attracting into your 3D and your reality. We'll go into details of that in another video, but just understand that that's how it works. So you're always manifesting, whether you know it or not. You could be manifesting negative, you could be manifesting positive. So take charge of your reality, understand that, and just try to make sure that you're manifesting positive, because it's happening, whether you acknowledging it or not, if that makes sense. Okay. Abundance can be anything, as I mentioned, everything that you have. So maybe sit down. I actually used to do, I think I got this from Steve Harvey. Write 100 things that you are grateful for. I need to find that. It was like years ago that he kind of threw this challenge out there, and I did it. And it was a lot of things, but as you keep going, it starts becoming easier and easier. But write 100 things that you're grateful for. I actually have a notebook that every day I would try to write like 20 to 50 things that I'm grateful for every single day, because for one, we got a lot to be grateful for. For two, that's the frequency that I'd rather be on than what I don't have. I'd rather give acknowledgement to what I do have. So we'll use an example and then we'll end off of that. So the example, if you say you don't like your job, instead of waking up and being like, oh, I hate my job, I don't want to go to work, oh, I'm tired of this, just anything negative that you can just say, you're on that frequency now. So now most likely you're going to go to work with an attitude. Now everybody getting on your nerves. One more person say something to me, I'm a da-da-da. That's the frequency that you on, because that's the energy that you put out there, right? So divine is going to continue to meet you right there. They're going to continue to sit here and give you opportunities to feel just how you was feeling. So instead, find the positive in that job, because it had to be something positive, because you at the job, right? Even if it was something as simple as you needed the paycheck. I think that's pretty positive, right? So thank you for this paycheck. Thank you that I was able to get this job so easy, or that I got the job, period, whether it's not easy or not. I'm able to pay my bills, even if it's not all of them. I'm able to put food on the table. Find the stuff that's, that you're thankful for. I'm thankful for that one coworker that keeps me sane, even if everybody in here is, driving me crazy or just whatever. Don't claim to be driven crazy, but you get what I'm trying to say. So just find the things that you're thankful for in that job, and eventually you are going to be met with situations as to why you are happy in your job. Or what's going to happen is that you are now on a frequency of feeling happy about your job, feeling happy about the employees, loving the money that you're making. So what's going to happen is if that job does not align with your frequency, you would be met with another opportunity of the job that does. I hope that makes sense. That's another way that you can get something that you want, as I used the example for the car. You can use that just directly and automatically. Thank you for this job that I'm happy. I wake up every day ready to go to work. My paychecks are way more than I even thought they would be, every week or every two, every month, however often. Thank you that all my bills they paid. I make enough now. Just whatever it is that you want. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay? Because you already have it. Now you're on the frequency of I already have it. So now divine has to give it to you. It has to show up in your 3D. Then you'll be presented with the opportunity of a new job. Just try it. Okay? Don't knock it until you try it. And you can't just try something one time and then think you're gonna wake up and then be like, actually that it can't happen that day. Let me tell you. Okay, so I seen this challenge on TikTok, right? And I'm gonna have to find out the name of it. But it was this challenge on TikTok, and it was this, I guess, this viral thing that everybody was trying. So it was these affirmations that you repeat, and I got them written down somewhere. I'm gonna have to find it, and I had saved the video and everything. So it's these affirmations that they wanted you to repeat. It came with a video and everything, and then you write some stuff down. When I tell you, I did a recording of myself the first day that I had started that challenge and everything. It was like in the middle of the night. I had did a recording. I said my affirmations and everything. When I tell you, I woke up to an email for a job interview, right? The very next day. And it was so crazy. So I was like, oh my gosh, like what? It worked that fast? The very next day. So I ends up telling them, accepting the interview and all that, right? So why fast forward to like the day before the interview? I think it was maybe like a couple days later, like a week later or something like that. I was just so anxious that I could not sleep. Like I had my clothes already picked out. I had everything ready, like everything printed out, my little notebook, resume, just whatever I need for my little interview or whatever. Had everything ready. But I could not sleep. I am laying there like trying to force myself to sleep, and I just could not go to sleep. I was so excited. It was weird. It was so weird, right? And so I literally was up all night long. I don't even remember what time I fell asleep, but I know it was sometime right before I had to get up. So, and I don't even remember what time it was. And it was at a school, so I had to get up super early. Now, doggone overslept for the interview, y'all. Straight overslept for the interview because I was up all night laying there like a crazy person with my eyes just wide shut. Okay. Could not sleep. Overslept. I was so mad. I was sad. Not even mad. I was sad. I was confused. I was like, I manifested this. How am I gonna oversleep the interview? Like I literally was so confused. I was even telling my mom everything, like, I'm confused. I don't understand. Like, how could this happen or whatever? I was so distraught. Like, I could not believe I overslept. Now it was by like maybe like an hour or two or something, but late is late. Okay. But I did email her, the lady, the principal, and I told her that I overslept and I explained what happened. I was so ashamed. Like I was just so embarrassed. It was crazy. And she told me that she would give me another opportunity to have her interviewed. It was a virtual interview at first, but she was like, I'll give you, we could reschedule your interview. I just want you to come in instead of it being online. So I was like, oh my gosh. So when I tell you they gave me another chance, oh my goodness, I was so happy. I ended up going to the interview and I did end up getting a job. But mind you, that was from that TikTok challenge, the affirmation challenge, the manifesting challenge. And when I tell you, I got that job interview email that very next day after I did that. So when I be like, that's why I always correct myself and be like, I don't even claim that something can't happen overnight, because time is don't even exist. That's gonna be a whole nother video. So we can't say when we'll receive something. It could be overnight, it could be a year, it could be just whatever. So that's why I always try to correct myself when I say it won't happen overnight, because it can happen overnight, and I'm proof of that. So yes, that was my little testimony. So don't be discouraged. It really can happen overnight if if you put your work into it or get on that frequency. How it's on you, I guess. But I don't know, just try it. So good luck. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video.